Hi guys, it's your girl Francesca. Long time no see. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I am here to stay this time. So today we are making a simple flair top for beginners. You start by folding your fabric into two and then place your tape from the shoulder to your underbust to get your underbust. You give your mark and then from your underbust you count 3 inches upwards to get your bust point, and then you give your mark, and then from the same underbust line you place your tape and give 2 inches for your tummy. In some cases you don't have to get the 2 inches. The underbust line can also be your tummy line depending on how high you want your flair to be. So I want my own to start a little bit lower, so I added 2 inches, and then I went over to the neck. I did 3 by 3, 3 lengths, 3 widths for my neck. And then after that I place my tape to get my shoulder. My shoulder is 14 inches divided by 2, 7 divided by another 2, that's 3.5. So I place my tape on the neckline to get 3.5 inches for my shoulder. Then after that I place my tape on the shoulder line to get my armhole, 8 inches, and then I did my mark and I curved. After marking with the ruler, I curved. Then after that I went over to get my perfect measurement, my bust measurement and my tummy measurement. I placed, as you can see from the tape, I divided by 4 and got my actual measurement. I added 2 inches sewing allowance. I always add 2 inches just in case. It's better you have more allowance than you have less allowance. Then I connected the lines from my bust to the tummy, and then I cut out the first part of the blouse, of the top. That's the front part. That's what I'm cutting out now. After cutting out the front part, I place it on the fabric again to get the back part. So with the back part I removed 1.5 inches for sewing for zip allowance. Then I use my scissors to trace it. Trace, cut it out and divided the zip allowance region into 2. I cut out the armhole and then the neck as well. The back neck is a bit lower. I want it to be lower than the front, so I cut it a bit lower. You can see the back is separated into 2, and then the front, fold it and keep it aside. Then get the remaining fabric, measure out 10 inches and then add 1 inch for sewing allowance. That's 11 inches in total. So this is for the flair. We are not doing circular flair because this fabric is not more, so it's just a straight flair. So I gave my mark with my scissors and tore it to the end. Because I want this flair to be fuller and longer, I made another 11 inches again. This chalk is to identify the back from the front, because this fabric is somehow cunning. To avoid confusion, I have to identify the back from the front. So I made another 11 inches, cut it again and tore it to the end. So what I'm going to do now is to join the 2 straight lines I just cut out now. I'm going to join the 2 straight lines to make it longer so that the gather will be full by the time I gather it. So you can see me making the chalk again to identify the back from the front. So this is the 2 fabrics I just cut out now, 11 inches each. So I'm going to join the both to make one single straight fabric, right? And then I'll fold the 2 edges. I'll fold one edge rather, because the other one will be going inside the clothes. So I'll fold one edge and then I will run a straight line on my machine and gather it, so the gather will be very, very full. So after that you get your blouse again. As you can see, I have biased the neck region, okay, and I've put my darts as well. Also the front part, I biased the neck and I put my darts. So now I'm going to measure out that 1.5 inches of zip allowance I removed when I was cutting the back, in order to make both the back blouse and the front blouse to be equal. So now I'm going to I just folded the 2 separate parts of the back. I'm going to also fold the front and then place it on the back. Make sure the edges are equal Okay, the outer edges, make sure that you can then use your chalk and mark that 1.5 inches you brought out the first time when we were cutting it. So now that 1.5 inches, that place the chalk is the zip allowance. So we are going to go to the iron needs to create a straight line where the zip will run through. So after ironing it, the line will now be very, very visible. So you can see now. So now we're going to see now the blouse, the front and the back are now equal. By the time you bring out the zip allowance and sew it, the front and the back are now equal. So now I'm going to get my actual measurement, stitch it together and flip it over. Now this blouse is my actual measurement right now. So now we're going to get that gather, that straight line fabric. I have already sewn it and I've gathered it, so I'm going to bring it now and join it to this blouse. Here it is. You can see the edges are neatly folded already. And then make sure you have also, as you have gotten the measurement for your top, your actual measurement, make sure you're also getting the actual measurement for the flare. Now you open the blouse from the zip allowance region and then place it right side facing right side of the flare facing right side of the blouse, and then you sew it all the way straight down. After that, you see I have sewn it and I have also put the zip allowance, the zipper rather. I've put the zip and everything. So the next thing I'm going to put is the hand, which I'm not going to show in this video. It's a different material. Like I said, this fabric was not much, so I use a different fabric for the, for the sleeve. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you in my next video.